So come to Supta Baddha Konasana on your mat. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Spread your knees out wide to the edges. And if this is early, which it is in your day, in your practice, if your hips feel a little tight, you'd like a little extra support here, you can bring some throw pillows underneath your thighs. Or if you've got yoga blocks, great place for those too. And then just come to rest your arms where it feels good. Wherever your shoulders feel like they're truly melted into your mat here. And it might take a couple of tries, a couple of tests for where your arms feel good. Maybe out to a goal post. Shavasana arms maybe by your side. Or my favorite, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And take a big exhale out. Let it all go. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Feel your belly rise, then your chest. Exhale it out. Another deep breath in through your nose. Fill up maybe a little more than before. Exhale it out. Another deep breath in. Fill up belly, ribs into your chest. Hold on to it. Seal your lips. And then exhale back out of your nose. Your Ujjayi breath, your breath of victory. Let this breath build a little internal heat in your body this afternoon. And let it add an extra layer of focus, so something that you can come back to when your mind inevitably starts to wander. Take another deep Ujjayi breath in. Ujjayi breath out. Start to wiggle or tap your fingers wherever they are. Wiggle your toes, maybe press them into one another. And then bring your palms to your thighs. Draw your knees up and in together like a book, and then hug them up and into your chest here. So give your spine a little opportunity to round. A little compression between your belly and your thighs. And then take a deep breath in. Exhale, easy twist to the left. Drop your knees over to the left side of your mat. Let them stack. And come to gaze over your right fingertips. Palm facing up, maybe to receive some energy. And check in with yourself here. Start to see if you're holding any muscles up. If you can release just a little bit more into the twist. Inhale, draw your knees back up and into center. Reset your low back on your mat. Hug your knees up into your chest. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, easy twist to the right. Drop your knees over to the right. Same thing here, stacking your knees. Easy gazing out over your left fingertips, maybe with closed eyes. And then checking in. For me, it's always my glutes that I can let go of here, holding myself up. See if you can ease into the twist just a little bit more. Inhale, pull your knees back up and into center. Give yourself a squeeze. And then grab for the backs of your thighs. And take a couple of rocks. However many feels good to you. Forward and back, the length of your spine here, until it feels good to come up to a seat. Cross your ankles, shift forward, and come into a neutral tabletop. So bringing your knees to stack under your hips, your palms under your shoulders, and then ground in through all of your fingertips, the top of your left foot, top of your right foot, and then drag your palms back towards your knees here. See if you can lengthen the space between your shoulders and your ears. Inhale, cow pose. Lift the backs of your hips up, drop your belly, send your heart through your arms and pause here. Maybe you can wiggle side to side a little bit, get a little extra space in. Keep your arms nice and straight, elbow inside of your elbows pointing forward. And then thread your heart up and through just a little bit more here. Deep breath in. Exhale, cat pose. Tuck your tailbone round your spine. Gaze back towards your thighs. And really let your chin come up into your chest here. Maybe you can find a little extra space with those side stretches, those little wiggles to either side, just like in our cow. And then come back to some stillness. Press down through the tops of your feet again. And inhale, cow pose. Thread your heart up and through. Exhale, cat. Make this dramatic. Bring your shoulders up towards the ceiling. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Slowly come back to that neutral tabletop. Inhale, kick your right heel back behind you. Hold and breathe here. Flex your toes towards your face. Send energy out of your right foot. Just bringing to life our right glute here. Some of our hamstring. Hug your belly up and in. Keep your low back safe. Deep breath in. Exhale, draw your knee in towards your nose. Find cat in your upper back here. And then gently step your right foot through between your palms. Coming into this exaggerated lunge here. Maybe you shift forward. Just let your psoas open up if you've been having to work a half day like I did. Maybe you were sitting. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, half splits. Sink your hips back. Straighten through your right leg. Flex your toes towards your face. Maybe some movement feels good. Or maybe you prefer some stillness to focus on that right hamstring. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, tabletop. Scoop your leg back here. Reset yourself. We'll take it to the other side. Inhale, reach your left heel back behind you. Flex your toes towards your face. Keep that leg nice and long. And hold and breathe. Draw your heart away from your mat here. Shoulders up towards the ceiling. Belly towards spine. And then send energy out of your left heel back. So squeeze your left glute. Deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Draw your knee in towards your nose. Compress your heel in towards your glutes. And then step your left foot through between your palms. Option to give into that exaggerated lunge here. Feel it over your right psoas. Nice stretch. Take a big breath in. Exhale, half splits. Sink your hips back. Straighten through your left leg. Lightly flex your toes towards your face. And same option for movement, for stillness. Just focus on that left hamstring. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, shift forward, plant your palms. And exhale, neutral tabletop, scoop your foot back. Reset your hands under your shoulders. I had to slide mine back a little bit. Inhale, tuck your toes under. And exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Press into the L shapes in both palms. Allow yourself to find some movement here. Maybe scanning your body for any tight spots. Any spots that feel strong, spots that maybe need a little extra focus today. And then allow yourself a bend in your knees. Come to some stillness. Inhale, gaze between your palms. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Step your feet behind your wrists, hips width distance apart. Take a big bend in your knees. Let your head and neck hang heavy. And check in with your gaze. So maybe you set it towards the back of your space instead of down at your mat. To really get that lengthening here from your tailbone, up through your spine, your neck. And switch out any grip that you may have taken. And start to come back to some stillness. Toe heel your feet together to touch. Tuck your chin into your chest. And inhale, slowly rise up one vertebra at a time. Head and neck to come up last. On your exhale, shrug your shoulders away from your ears. Take up some space and shine your palms forward or bring them to heart center. So whatever feels best for you. With closed eyes or a soft gaze, ground in from your roots up. Spread your toes wide, draw your thighs together. Release your shoulders away from your ears. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. I offer you my intention today of just finding some joy in the fact that we have the time and the space and the well-being to be able to move on our mats today. If nothing else, there's certainly joy to be found in that this time of year. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Release your palms down by your side, blink your eyes open. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms up high overhead. Spin your pinkies in towards one another to keep your heart space open. And then pause here. Send your glutes slightly forward and then tuck your chin a little bit back here just to stack your vertebrae better. Take a big breath in. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms, press your hips forward and bring your gaze up. Draw your thighs back in together. See if you can get that same extra bit of space here from your low ribs to your hips. And then lengthen your neck just a little bit longer. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Let this be slow. Head and neck come last. And gaze back towards the back of your space, just like in our ragdoll. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw your palms to your thighs. Extend the crown of your head forward. And hold and breathe here. Press weight into your toes rather than your heels, but make sure your heels stay planted on your mat. Take a slight bend in your knees and then draw your shoulders back behind you here. Keep that heart space open. Deep breath in. Exhale, crouch and curl. Sink your hips towards your heels. Come up high on your tiptoes. Shine the tops of your feet forward. An option to keep your fingertips tented on your side, or to maybe draw them forward to get a little more rounding in your upper back here, that space between your shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, mountain pose. Let's flow breath to movement. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain rise up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw your shoulder blades back. Exhale, crouch and curl. Come up high on your tiptoes. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep the air up. Exhale, baby back bend. Press your glutes forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crouch and curl. Inhale, mountain, root down, rise up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain pose, spin your pinkies in. Exhale, forward fold. Keep that length in your spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crouch and curl. Make yourself small. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back. Charge energy out of your heels just for 4. 4, 3. Down dog in 2. And 1. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Recenter yourself here. Press into your palms evenly. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Reach your right heel up high. Squeeze your right glute. Exhale, low lunge. Hug your knee into your chest. Heel into your glute. Then step your foot through between your palms. Heavy into your left palm right away. And inhale, simple twist. Reach your right arm up high. Hold and breathe. Lift the back of your left leg up towards the ceiling. Hug your right knee into center and peel your right shoulder back here. Give your heart space some room here to open. Take a big breath in. Exhale, low lunge, come back to center. Step your left foot in just a little bit and then plant it down at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, warrior 1. Rise to stack your chest up over your hips here. Hold and breathe. I always need to adjust a few times in this pose, so give yourself a moment. Bring your hands to your hips and make sure both are squared forward. If this feels like a lot of pressure in your left calf, open your stance here. Widen it like you're on train tracks. Press in through the pinky toe side edge of your left foot. Get that left hip forward. And then hug your low ribs up and in here. Now recommit to the bend in your right knee. Take a big breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Open up. Find heel to arch alignment this time between your front and your back foot. And hold and breathe here. Press through the pinky toe side edges of both feet to keep your hips nice and open. Keep the 90-degree bend over your right ankle. And then reach your fingertips out, real active in either direction here, like you're being pulled apart. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift your right arm up and back. Hold and breathe here. Gaze can come up towards your palm, or you can keep a more neutral neck, straight ahead if that feels better. Check in with the 90-degree bend in your front knee. Drop your left hip down, and then peel your left shoulder back. Take a big breath in. Exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Straighten your front leg, hinge forward far as you can, and then tick-tock your arms to send your left arm high. Maybe your obliques are already working overtime, but see if you can lift up and out of that right side body just a little bit more here. You should really feel it in your left oblique. Gaze can come up towards your hand or straight ahead, whatever feels better, maybe even down at your right palm. Focus here. Find the joy that your body's able to hold this shape, that you've got this strength. Now start to lift a little bit of weight out of your left heel. And inhale, crescent lunge. Bend into your front knee, swivel forward, reach your arms up, hold and breathe. Come up high on the bottom end of your left foot, stack your heel over your toes, scissor your thighs in together to bring your left hip back forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, join your hands at heart center. Inhale, shift just your torso forward. Exhale, revolved crescent. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. Lift your heart towards your thumbs and draw your right shoulder back. Always an option to tap your back knee down. Nothing wrong with it here. Figure out what feels most joyful in your body. And take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, crescent lunge. Use your core strength, rise back up. Exhale, modified pyramid. With a flat spine, bring your chest down over your straightened front leg. Fingers tip into your mat here. An option to keep your back heel lifted. That's the beauty of this modified version. Or if you want to find that warrior one leg, you're welcome to find that pyramid pose as it traditionally is done. So whatever feels good in your body, again, just focus on that right hamstring like we did earlier. Maybe it's a little warmer, got a little more space. Take a big breath in. And exhale, runner's lunge. Tap your fingers down on the inside of your right foot. Release your back leg to the mat. And maybe you toe heel your right foot up and out just a little bit here, whatever space you need. And you're welcome to stay proud on your palms always, or to come down to your forearms if that feels better in your body. Maybe you let your head and neck fall, or maybe you keep your spine in a straight line. It's all about what feels best to you here. Start to make your way back up to your palms if you're not there already. Toe heel your right foot to the center of your mat and lift your back leg up to come into a low lunge. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, Skandasana to the front. Swivel open to the left here. Bring your hands to heart center. Left leg can stay straightened with your feet flexed towards your face. Or option to plant both palms on your mat here and to let your right heel come down to the earth. That's a little tight in my thighs. Heel lifted is okay. Take a big breath in. Option to extend your left arm up high. And exhale, come back down towards that starting. Inhale, low lunge, swivel back forward, plant your palms. And exhale, high plank. Step your right foot back for 4, for 3, down dog in 2, and 1, downward facing dog. Come back through center with a big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, reach your left heel up high, flex your toes towards your face. Exhale, low lunge, hug your knee into your chest, shift forward, then step it through. Right away, press into your right palm. Inhale, simple twist. Open your left arm up high, maybe circle out your wrist, your arm. And as you hold and breathe, lift the back of your right leg up towards the ceiling. Draw your left knee into center and peel your chest open. Take a big breath in. Exhale, low lunge, come back through center. Start to move your right foot up just a little bit and then plant it down at that 45-degree angle. Inhale, warrior 1. Rise to stack your shoulders up over your hips. Hold and breathe here. Same option to bring your hands down to your hips right away to make some adjustments. Doesn't have to be the same as the other side, but work to bring your right hip forward this time. Maybe you've got to widen your stance. Press through the pinky toe side edge of your right foot, and then recommit to the bend in your front. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Open up towards the right. Find that heel to arch alignment between your front and back foot. Allow yourself to adjust. And then make sure that your left knee is stacked over your left ankle. Drop your right hip down just a little bit and reach your arms out just as energetically as you did on that other side. Inhale, reverse warrior. Send your left arm up and back. Hold and breathe here. Recommit to the bend in your front knee. Drop your right hip down again. And peel your right shoulder back to keep your heart nice and open. Option for that bind. Take a big breath in. Exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Straighten your front leg. Hinge forward far as you can. And then tick-tock your arms to send your right arm high. Notice which oblique is working a little harder this time. Should feel like you're right. And then challenge yourself to lift up just a little bit higher. Avoid locking that front knee. Take a slight bend in it. And start to take a little bit of weight out of your right heel. And inhale, crescent lunge. Swivel your right toes forward and your torso. Reach your arms up, hold and breathe. Come up high in the bottom end of your back foot. Draw your thighs in towards one another to send your right hip back forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw your hands to heart center. Inhale, shift your torso forward. Exhale, revolved crescent. Hook your elbow on the outside of your left thigh. Lift your heart up towards your thumbs. And know that always an option to drop your back knee down. Nothing wrong with it. To focus on that twist. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, crescent lunge. Use your core, rise back up through center. Exhale, modified pyramid. Straighten your front leg. Let your flat spine here come all the way down over your front leg. Again, your back heel can stay lifted, or you can find that warrior 1 footing that you had. But focus on your left hamstring here. Come back to your breath. Back to finding some joy in all that your body has been able to do. Take a big breath in. Exhale, runner's lunge. Bring your palms to the inside of your left foot. Release your back leg down. And maybe you've got to toe heel your left foot up and out a little bit. Whatever feels good. Proud on your palms or down on your forearms. And start to make your way back up to your palms if you're not there already. Toe heel your left foot to the center of your mat. Tuck your back toes under, lift up to your low lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale, Skandasana to the front. Swivel open to the left. Straighten through your right leg. Flex your toes towards your face. An option to keep your hands at heart center or to tap them down on your mat. Maybe you try to tap your left heel down. Again, that's not in my body today. So if you're in the same place, left heel lifted's totally fine. Wherever you are, take a breath in. Option to extend your right arm up to the sky. And exhale, bring both palms down. Inhale, low lunge, swivel back forward, plant your palms. And exhale, high plank, step your left foot back to meet your right. Hold for 4, for 3, lower down in 2, in 1, tap your knees down. Lower all the way to your belly with control. Untuck your toes, zip your thighs in together, and slide your palms back by your low ribs. Inhale, baby cobra. Peel your chest up and away from your mat. Keep your gaze down and pause here. Press the tops of your feet down for some extra leverage. Squeeze your glutes to press your pelvis into your mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower through center. Inhale, tabletop, rise up. And exhale, come to shift back to have a seat on your heels. Flip over to get your legs out long in front of you. And flex your toes towards your face. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up high overhead. And exhale, seated forward fold. Paschimottanasana, hinge forward far as you can. Let this open up some space in your lumbar spine, your low back. And inhale, rise up the way that you came in. And exhale, scoot yourself forward. Come to lower your back all the way down on your mat with control. Draw your knees up and into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Find some rock side to side. And then start to come back to stillness in center. Inhale, pull your knees up and in. Exhale, easy twist to the left. Drop your knees over to the left. Gaze out over the right. And maybe you can tap into how this felt at the beginning of class, where you've got some extra space. And gently pull your knees back up and into center. Reset your low back on your mat. Inhale, pull your knees in. Exhale, easy twist to the right. Let them drop over to the right side of your mat. Gaze out over your left fingertips. And take that same scan here. What you can let go of, how it feels different. Maybe where you can find some joy here in just giving into the twist. And gently pull your knees back up and into center. Give yourself a squeeze. Lift your shoulders up and away from your mat. Wrap your forearms around your shins. And then press your shins back into your forearms here. Create this tension. Curl up into a tiny ball. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, final resting pose. Shavasana. Heavy all of your limbs down towards your mat here. Take up some serious space. Let go of your shoulders. Heavy them into the mat. Unclench your jaw. Unfurrow your brow. Shavasana. that you're welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as your day allows. But if you're ready to start to bring movement back in, or you need to transition back in, start to bring some small movements to your toes, your fingertips. Maybe roll your head and neck from shoulder to shoulder. And then find a long body stretch. Extend your arms overhead. Take up all that space in your right side, your left side that you created. And pull your knees up and into center. An option to stay right here, or option to rock onto your favorite side for seed pose, using your bicep as a pillow. And let wherever you are in this moment represent that rebirth back into the practice that exists off of your mat. And let it be a chance to take all of those times you felt joy and truly were able to celebrate your body, the movements, the strength, the resiliency, back into your day. Start to slowly make your way up into an easy seat, Sukhasana. An option to ground in with hands at heart center here, or to ground your palms in wherever feels most authentic to you. Exhale everything out. Take a deep new breath in. Big exhale out. Option to elevate your thumbs to your third eye center, your seat of intuition. May you be able to find these little pockets of joy, of celebration for your body and what it's capable of on and off your mat the rest of your week. In gratitude for being able to move together, we bow forward. Thank you all so much